General Motors invited me here to review their 2021 Buick Enclave Avenir over here at Factory Zero. It's their assembly plant here in Detroit. Let's take a look at this truck and I'm going to tell you why this $58,000 truck is as good as the $100,000 trucks. Let's take a look. We're here with Rob from Buick. He's the design manager. He's going to tell us all about this new Buick they have here.
So we're in front of the 2021 Buick Enclave Avenir, the flagship for the Buick portfolio here. Yep. Badge. Best
Avenir.
Part. Avenir.
Top of the line.
Exactly. Everything you can do with the Buick, Avenir does it. So we're inside, right? And you're greeted with the Avenir sill plate, right? And then you're greeted by this beautiful leather appointed seating, right? It's a unique interior execution for Avenir. You get the unique colorway, right? You get this awesome finished wood treatment on the doors. There's a few styling components, but then with that, all the safety features, all the, the active suspension that ensures the best ride, the quiet tuning, all those features come together. This is a significantly different experience from a base Enclave when you get in and drive it.
When I drove this here from the airport,
yeah.
I was very surprised how smooth it drove.
It's incredibly smooth.
Like, wow.
You're blown away.
Like the leather in here is definitely it's nice. The color is beautiful. It's one of our
beautiful
favorite colors too.
Yeah.
Like the leather is nice. And like you said, the trim.
Yep.
The wood trim is nice. I had to get used to putting this in reverse.
Yeah,
I figured it out.
Yeah.
The car was yelling at me.
The electronic precision shift, right? Yeah, it
tells
tells you up there, tells you what to do.
And what to do. I was like, okay.
Yep. I mean, the really cool features, the active safety stuff, right?
Yeah, I noticed that kept me in my
when
lane.
you get into that, you get used to that, and you experience that stuff. It changes the way you drive. Not that you don't do anything differently, but there's just all this extra set of security that comes with those features that you don't even realize you missed until you have to.
I set it with the cruise control and it had lane departure. Not warning, it kept you in the lane.
Keeps you in the lane, yeah.
What's that called?
Active lane keep assist.
Active lane keep assist.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's a big feature that customers really like, especially with these cars, right? This one's got everything, and that's one of the key things here. Is like all of the features and everything. You get an Avenir, you get all of that stuff.
And the lane departure, I know some of the cars jerk you back in the lane. This was like
it guides you back.
It didn't.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're going to hit a barrier or
death,
scare you. Right now, it eases you back in your lane, which is really
it did a pretty good job
cool.
too.
Yeah, and stuff. I mean, you're like, man, I'm a bad driver sometimes, but it's great. So Andrew, go ahead and just power the car up here so we can just look at all the information we got. Right. The big thing you notice, again, we talk about the Avenir having all the bells and whistles. You look at the cluster in there. There's an 8-inch reconfigurable cluster between the gauges there, right? Complement all your driver information's in there, all your active safety features we've been discussing, that you can find them in there and you can change it around, change the information you have on it. That's complemented by our infotainment system that has wireless CarPlay and Android Auto and all of that sort of stuff that's buried within there. Your navigation, your cameras. If you scroll to the right, you swipe, there you go. I think there's like a camera, one-click camera right there. Right, and that shows you the 360 surround vision camera. You can use it to look all around the vehicle, see all the different things that it has. And furthermore, if you go up to your rear view mirror above you, and there's that little tab, pull that, right? Boom, you've got the rear HD camera.
Like the Corvette.
Yep.
That's the first time I've ever seen it in my 2020 Corvette.
It's an outstanding feature, and it's really, really cool because you can see a lot more with it, and you can control it up and down, all that good stuff.
So, two questions. One is, who's the target customer for this, and also what truck is this up against in the market?
So there's two ways to answer that, right? I mean, I think the target consumer for an Enclave Avenir is somebody that wants the best of the best without flashing a badge around. They don't need to be like, look at me, look at me, look at me. I want a vehicle that has all of the features, all of the safety, good styling, something I can walk up to and see in my driveway and be proud of, but not be like, hey, look at me, I'm driving something crazy. I want something comfortable, I want something quiet and stylish. I think that's for that consumer that just demands the best, but doesn't need to go around shouting. And I think that's a very, very interesting consumer, and that resonates with a lot of people. And that's what's made the Enclave the flagship product for Buick since its inception.
Thanks again for the info. We appreciate your time. We're going to go take this for a couple of days, drive it around, and let you know what we think.
Hey, enjoy it.
We're driving through Detroit in this Buick Enclave Avenir 2021 model. This is the top of the line. The word Avenir means future. This is the future for Buick. They're going to start making some high-end cars. Extremely smooth ride. This SUV comes with a 3.6-liter V6 engine, and it's equipped with a 9-speed transmission. Nice, smooth ride. This truck has enough power to get on and off the highway without worrying about anything. From 40 to 70 miles an hour is pretty quick. It has a nice little pep for a 6-cylinder engine. This SUV has almost every conceivable safety feature. There's an HD surround camera, lane departure warning, lane stay assist. There's sonar in the front and behind us to tell you when someone's coming up behind you or you can hit something in front of you. Airbag, it has everything. I'll get you the list and we'll put it up later. There's way too many for me to remember. It's crazy, but that's every single safety feature you could want for a family car. I'm on the road and I'm using the lane stay assist, and also the departure warnings on. All the lights are down there. I'm doing 70 miles an hour, and you're not supposed to let go of the steering wheel, so I'm holding the steering wheel. This car is close to me, so I don't want to let go, but I'm going to let go as I put it to the right, and as you see, it's going to keep me in the lane. I don't know if you noticed that, but it put me right back in the lane instead of going off to the left. I'm going to do it again. So the car's going to the left right now. My hand's not on the steering wheel, and it is putting me back in the lane now. See that? So it works very well. You're not supposed to let go of the steering wheel. I can't preface that enough. Do not let go of the steering wheel. It's not made to steer for you. The fit and finish are very, very nice in this car. The leather is top quality leather. The steering wheel is leather and wood, so you got a nice wood steering wheel. It's heated on the inside. The dashboard is beautiful leather. So are the seats. So the front here, we have 2 cup holders built in right here, which is pretty nice, right? 2 of them. Then you got some more storage in here. More storage underneath there. You have a glove compartment, which we don't need to actually look at right now. We have a glove compartment. Both doors have storage in them. This car actually has 2 sunroofs, one in the front, one in the back. The one in the back one does not open. The front one does open. What I like about this here, there's 2 switches here. This one says slide, this one says tilt. Most of the cars I review, they don't tell you what it is. That's pretty cool, I like that. Okay, so here's the steering wheel. It's very, very ergonomically friendly. You got leather here and wood. It feels nice in your hands, the horn. So we have all the volume switch here. This is the controls for the radio and the center console here. Here's your cruise control. This is all the cruise control stuff. Turn it on, turn it off. You set your cruise control here, and that's to reset it. Here is to hang up your phone. Here's the voice control. So you hit this and you can talk. Over here we have a blinker controller, and this blinks the lights. And you can put your brights on by pulling back. And then there's a little stick, actually a little toggle thing below it that does the steering wheel up and down, and it has a lot of motion. The steering wheel moves a lot, like you can get it really far away from you or bring it up nice and close. So the fuel economy on this is 17 in the city, 25 on the highway. The good news about this car, government 5-star safety ratings. The overall vehicle score on this was a 5, which is the highest you can get. And if you look close, you can see the driver's side frontal crash, 5, passenger 4. Side crash for the front seat is 5. Side crash for the rear seat is 5. And a rollover is 4. Those are really good scores. Let's take a look at the backup camera. And you see here, it's actually a 3D surround camera. If you look, you see a 3D here, so you can see everything around your vehicle. You can change like the fisheye, regular fisheye, and then you have different settings here. So it's pretty cool. You can look at your vehicle from the top. So very nice, great camera. This is for the rear hatch. To open it max 3/4 or turn it off. Plenty of storage in the doors. Of the interior lights, you can make the dome light brighter and just the interior ambient lighting, and also your dashboard speedometer and everything. These are the lights, off, auto, on. Here's the selector, the gear selector. Park is this button. So to put it in drive is a button on the side here, as you can see the thumb button. You pull the thumb button in and back for drive, in, up, and over for reverse, and this goes into park. Some USBs here. Here's all your climate control right there, which is pretty easy to use. This would be your stability control on and off, it looks like. This is all-wheel drive. I just have to turn it off. That says mode. Over here we got the hazards. This looks like park distance. This is lane stay. Hey, fancy meeting you here. Let's see what we got here. First thing I notice is on the door, there's a cup holder and another space for stuff. I like spaces for stuff. Everyone needs space for stuff. Let's put the seatbelt on and see how it fits in here. It's where it's supposed to be. I like when it goes right in. Okay, you got a little pouch here for your stuff. Like I said, stuff here, cup holder here. Ooh. Captain's chair, El Capitan. So it's pretty nice. I got a lot of room back here, as you can see. My knees are wiggling. This is a 7-seater. 2 seats in the front, 2 captain's chairs in the back, and 3 in the back, which we're going to get back there in a little bit. Let's talk a little bit more about this row here. There's a sunroof in the back that does not open, but it does let in some light. It's pretty nice. Then above my head here, or in front of my head here, is a vent for the air conditioning. Pretty nice. All the air conditioning and climate control is right here in the middle in the center console. You have all the buttons here to make it cooler, warmer. Put the fan up, put the fan down. You have some USB ports here, and here is a plug if you want to plug some stuff in. Pretty cool. Got everything you need back here. The middle rows captain chairs move up and move back. So if you want a little bit less leg room in front of you, so you can give the person behind you more leg room, you can move up to here, or you can pick a variable place in between. Pretty cool. So let's say you want to get in the third row all the way in the back. There's a handle right here on the side. You grab this here handle and bam! Look at that. How easy it is to get up here. Let's pull this back and see what we got here. My feet fit under the chair, so my knees are not cramped up. In some of the other vehicles, my feet would be up here. So imagine your knees up like this. That's what I don't like. This is pretty good. There's enough room for... You could probably get 3 adults back here only because of the captain's chairs. But we'd have to move this seat up a little because someone's legs wouldn't actually fit here. But they would if the seats moved up. I'm going to try that. I'm going to move the both seats up, be comfortable there. Then I'm going to get back here and see how it is. So here I am in the third row. I did move the 2 captain's chairs up a little bit so you can see. There's definitely room for 3 people. I'm not going to drive from Detroit to Florida in this in the back seat, but you know, it's great for getting around town. And there is enough room for an adult, 3 adults back here actually. Like I said, I'm not driving 100 miles. You know, if it's a half-hour ride, fine. So I'm sitting in the front driver's seat. I'm going to move to all 3 seats without moving chairs so you can see the room that's here. I'm going to get out of the front seat. I'm coming around. I'm getting in the second row. And you can see I have plenty of room again. And now I'm going to get into the third row. Bear with me. Now I'm in the third row. I used to have an Escalade, and I couldn't get into this row. This is a lot smaller than an Escalade, on the outside at least. But take a look at the inside room. That's what counts. Buick Enclave Avenir 2021. Had it for a little over 2 days right now. Good car. Has a lot of pep. The engine's good. Transmission smooth. Everything's pretty easy to use. The screen here is very easy. You got all your apps right built into here. Everything's easy. You want music, just hit it here. They're along the bottom as well. And that's why this $58,000 Buick Enclave Avenir is worth as much as those $100,000 trucks. Take care.